On the evening of October the 14th last year, Nigerian student Latifa Ibrahim, whose name we have changed to protect her identity, was on her way back to her off-campus lodge when 5 armed men abducted her along with 2 of her classmates in northern Nigeria's Ganju community. She says she could hear the struggles and screams of her friends as they were apparently raped by the kidnappers.
They actually did it in front of us, though our faces were covered. We were beaten there and were not treated nicely.
She says she was lucky to be spared by the rapists. The incident was reported to the police and school authorities. The trio were released 4 days later after their families separately paid ransoms. Ibrahim's family paid 5 million naira, or about $3,400, to the abductors for her release.
My families were stressed and worried, like it wasn't easy, especially my mom. She was so stressed.
Kidnapping for ransom is one of the major insecurities bedeviling Africa's most populous country amid the worsening economic crisis. Nigeria's inflation in February surpassed 31%, its highest level in 3 decades. Analysts say hostage taken by bandits is money-driven and that victims are mostly released once a ransom is paid. The Nigerian risk consulting firm SBM Intelligence said it has recorded 4,700 cases of abductions, mainly by militants and armed bandits, since President Bola Tinubu took office last May. Thousands more have been displaced from their homes by the violence. Nigerian security forces are also struggling to control a 14-year-long insurgency by the Boko Haram and the Islamic State West Africa province extremist groups, deadly communal clashes as well as separatist violence. To address the problem, Nigerian authorities agreed in February to set up state police units to bolster the national police force. Each Nigerian state would be empowered by law to coordinate and manage the force if the law is passed. The new legislation has yet to be approved by the Senate. Ordinary Nigerians say it is a good decision if properly managed.
The people who constitute the police force are members, they are the local people of that area. They understand the nook and crannies of these places, and they will be able to tackle insecurity issues better than foreigners, strangers who are posted to the state as policemen.
They will pick people from that area. Anything that comes around that place, we know ourselves, it will reduce a lot of things. But the good thing, the worst thing will be that the politicians will hijack it, for intimidation.
The Nigerian police force has the worst rating among 11 public institutions surveyed last year by the Afrobarometer, a pan-African research network. Allegations of brutality, extortion, and torture are frequently leveled against officers, a charge often contested by the police. However, police authorities often promise to investigate allegations and hold errant officers accountable. Security analyst Kabiru Adamu says the focus should be on accountability.
What we need more than anything is accountability. If we don't have accountability in governance, then we can't even go ahead to start creating policing.
Police in Nigeria are under scrutiny in light of the October 2020 nationwide protests against police brutality and calls for reforms. Analysts also say funding might be another challenge facing efforts to establish state police. However, the Nigerian parliament says it is reviewing opinions from civil society groups and citizens before passing a law that establishes state police. Timothy Obiezu, VOA News, Abuja, Nigeria.